This is 5 Minutes to Change Your Life. My name is Joanne Mallon. I'm an author and coach. I love helping people make wee changes that make a massive difference in their lives. Give me 5 minutes of your time today. Just might change your life. Talking today about one of my most favourite and most fun ways of dealing with stress, a daily creative habit, which can be anything at all, really. But, so often in life, fun and creativity, they just go by the wayside, because obviously we're all busy with work, family, responsibilities, all a freaking mental load. So yes, your own personal creativity can get left behind, but it is important. It's so important. And in my experience, because I'm a career coach who works with lots of creative people, I find from talking to them that if you have the urge to be creative and you don't honour that part of you, it doesn't go away. It's a calling. And if you don't answer it, it just calls louder. We have to see that for many of us, creativity is not a luxury. It's actually part of what helps us deal with stress and keeps us emotionally alive. It's important. It matters. It's valuable. Now, building any kind of daily habit is more about consistency than anything else. Research on habit formation shows that routines are built less through motivation and more through simple repetition, just showing up and doing it, not waiting until you feel inspired or motivated, just cracking on, doing it anyway. You got to make like Nike and just do it. The science around habit formation also suggests that starting small is the way to go. Probably smaller than you think you need to. So let's say you want to write a novel. Well, write a sentence, write a phrase. Keep doing that consistently and you'll have a novel eventually. Small habits reduce resistance. Psychologically, starting is often the hardest part. Those writers who write one sentence or one paragraph every day and make it easier for themselves to start are more likely to keep going than the writers who are waiting for the perfect uninterrupted afternoon when they can churn out a whole chapter. And the same applies to any sort of creative activity: painting, photography, drawing, journaling, music, design, cooking, anything at all. Consistency and starting small matters more than intensity. Now, another really powerful approach you can take is to attach your creativity to an existing routine. This is what behavioral scientists call habit stacking. So you look for something that you already do, and then you stack the new habit onto that. For example, you could do some sketching while your morning coffee is brewing, or maybe after dinner in the evening, you could go and journal. Or you could write for a few moments in the morning before you check your social media, or straight after brushing your teeth, or just whatever you already do in the morning. Our brains love patterns. So when your creative habit becomes connected to something that you're already automatically doing, becomes way easier to maintain over time. And another really important part of this is to stop judging the quality of what you create. That is one of the biggest creativity killers, especially for women. I find perfectionism. We want the project to be meaningful and brilliant immediately, to make it worth our time, for it to be polished and successful straight away. But creativity needs permission to fail. It will flourish when there's no pressure to succeed quickly. And some days, what you create will feel fantastic, and other days, it'll only feel fit for the bin. But you have to let that go. Failure is part of the process. This is a road that goes down as well as up. Do you know, sometimes when I'm writing, I find that it's the work that feels not great in the moment. And you come back and you look at it so much better than you remember. This always seems to happen when I'm writing one of my books. The first draft generally feels like a bit of a dog's breakfast. when I'm writing it, but I just keep going and I just aim to get some words down in the page, and I figure that I'll make them good words later on. But then you come back to it a few days later, it always reads back better than it felt to write in the moment. So you just have to let yourself be free. And of course, you don't have to write a book. With daily creativity, it's the habit that matters so much more than the outcome. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to monetize it or make it some new career. All you need to do is play and be curious and express yourself and find out more about yourself in the process. This is a reconnection with your soul and a reminder that you are more than what you do for other people. So, if you've been waiting for the perfect time to start creating again, here's your reminder. You don't need more talent. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need hours of free time. You just need a small daily promise to yourself that you keep. Just 5 minutes, 1 minute, one small act of creativity repeated consistently. Show up for yourself. Honor your creative soul. Start today. So thank you for listening. I'd love to know how this lands for you. Please do get in touch or leave a rating or review, or you can always support the podcast by dropping a few quid in the Ko-fi jar. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.